Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As always, want to thank you guys for the support on the channel. If you like the content, if you like the videos, feel free to like, share, and if you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. And if you are a subscriber, make sure to hit that bell button to get alerts and updates on all new content posted on the channel. Having said all of that, I want to jump into the video here. You can see I'm in the Stash Invest application. Today I want to talk about the 12-week or 3-month review of the all investment portfolio. As you guys remember, about 12 weeks ago, I put in $1,000 about every one of the investment options with the goal for not max profit, but for the goal of following each one of the 28 investment options, 27 ETFs, one stock, to see if these are all good stocks or not. Essentially, new investors jumping into investing, not knowing exactly what to buy. I thought I would go ahead and buy every one of the options and evaluate this on a weekly basis to see if the options are good or not. And so far, I've been pleasantly surprised. You can see total portfolio value, $1,065.58. Total return is $73.58. The discrepancy there, $73.58 versus the $65.58, is the amount of fees that have been taken out by the Robinhood, or excuse me, by the Stash Invest application. So you can see here, it's quite significant, and that's one of the drawbacks with this particular application. Unlike Robinhood, it does charge a monthly fee, which doesn't seem to be a lot on paper at $1 per month, but when you really take a look at it, you can see that this is quite a substantial portion of the total return here. Total return, if you don't take into consideration the fees that have been taken off, 7.42%, but that drops down quite considerably there, 6.5% when you do consider the fee. So that's a large portion of the total return. If I scroll down here, you can see I have all of the investment options here. Again, one stock. That one stock is the Roll with Buffett. And again, to remind you guys, these are all rebranded underlying securities. Roll with Buffett, it's actually the Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated Class B stock, ticker BRK.B. And that is true for all of the other investment options as well. Defending America, again, just a rebranded underlying ETF. This one being the iShares U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF. ITA is the ticker symbol on that one. I have currently sorted to have the best investment options up on top. And again, I'm pleasantly surprised how well this has been working out. Yes, the market overall has been on an absolute tear. The S&P 500 is up about 9% or so, but a lot of these investment applications are beating the S&P 500 by quite a large margin. There are a few in the negative, and there are a few that are not performing as well, underperforming the markets. But for the most part, the selection of investment options has been very, very good. So as I scroll down here, we will be going from some of the better investment options up at top with regards to the total return to some of the worst options down on the bottom. So Roll with Buffett, the first stock here, is at 10.26% over the last 12 weeks or 3 months. Defending America, 15.36%. Blue Chips, 5.12%. Internet Titans, 10.93%. And you'll see that there are quite a few stocks here that are in the 10-plus return on investment. So that's very, very good. Money Machine, 7.85%. American Innovators, 8.16%. Modern Meds, one of the best investments so far in the application. Let's jump into this one to see the underlying ticker here. Ticker XBI, SPDR, S&P Biotech ETF. Been performing very, very well. Really driven by some of the smaller biotech companies you see here, as well as AbbVie Incorporated. In my portfolio, that's been up 45% over the last year. Colossal China's been performing very, very well as well. 16.55%. Robots rising 12.8%. Social Media Mania 14.2%. Do the Right Thing 8.94%. On Cloud9, 8.84%. Global Citizen, 7.90%. Delicious Dividends, 5.19%. Clean and Green, 4.06%. And as I scroll down, you can see here, some of these are now underperforming the markets, but they are still in the positive. Aggressive Mix, 4.64%. Young Money, 4.02%. Raw Earth, 7.81%. Up and Coming, 7.22%. Live Long and Prosper, 6.40%. Water of the World, 6.32%. Essential Europe, 6.24%. Data Defenders, 3.11%. Copy the Experts, 5.85%. And as I continue down, you can see most of these are in the positive. Most of these are in the 5+% positive range here. Pacific Powerhouses, 5.01%. Home Sweet Home, 4.72%. Small but Mighty, 4.72%. 3.97 for Equality Works, moderate mix 1.90. So now we are definitely in the underperforming options here. But there's really only a few here. Slow and steady, conservative mix 1.42. There are a few that are really at baseline here. Retail Therapy, Public Works, Park My Cash, all are about the same as they were about 12 weeks ago. And then there are just a few in the negative here. Uncle Sam, All That Glitters, Enjoy Yourself, and by far the worst performing stock here, Wireless Wonders, down 3.74%. So I'll slowly scroll back up and you can see all of the investment options. Again, there's only 4 in the negative. There's only about 3 or 4 that are essentially about the same as they were 12 weeks ago. And then most of these investment options are all in the positive. And the majority, over half of these investment options, about 75%, are 5+% rate of return with regards to the ROI, return on investment. So very, very good. And as I talked about, a couple here, Modern Meds, 24.36%, Colossal China, 16.55%, a few that are in the 15+% range with regards to return on money. So I've been pleasantly surprised. Overall, the all portfolio option, again, this is not meant to do max returns. This is simply buying every one of the investment options, and even doing this very inefficient strategy, I'm still getting 7.42%. If I would do this in a much more directed fashion for max profit, I could easily probably get 15-16% rate of return on investment. So very, very surprised. Again, great option for new investors jumping onto the markets, don't know exactly what they're doing. This is a great option. There's only 28 different things you can select. And again, almost all of these are good options. There's 4 in the negative, 3 or 4, maybe 5 you can consider not being that well. And then every other option on the account here is in the positive, 5+% in the positive. So very cool application here. Again, the only part that is a big drawback is that fees definitely take a large proportion of your total return, especially for new investors with smaller portfolios. And there's only 28 different stocks to choose from, which I don't believe is a negative, 38 stocks to choose from, which I don't believe is a negative for new investors. But after you get some experience on the markets, definitely becomes a negative. And I would really advise folks to take their portfolios and put that on Robinhood. You can essentially buy the same stocks as you buy here, only no fees, and you can buy and sell those anytime you want. The Stash Invest application here buys and sells stocks twice a day. On the Robinhood app, you can essentially buy it anytime during active hours trading throughout the day, and really do day and swing trading as you would with any other brokerage account. So that's the performance of the Stash Invest application, the all investment portfolio, not meant to be max return, meant to evaluate every one of the options. So far, 75% at least in the positive, only 4 in the negative, and 3 or 4 that are essentially the same as they were 12 weeks ago. So let me know if you guys are still on Stash Invest, if you've moved on to other brokerage accounts, maybe Robinhood, E-Trade, Vanguard, so on and so forth. Do you still like the investment application here? Much more involved than Acorns, for example, but definitely not as involved as a Robinhood or an E-Trade or Vanguard. Definitely not up to snuff with regards to the trading flexibility, but still a great option for new investors. So either way, let me know what you guys are doing on Stash Invest. And not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. As always, if you guys enjoy my content, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell button if you guys are a subscriber to get updates on all new content on the channel. And until next video, we'll see you then.